skills assignment, we decided to study the movements of a quarterback receiving a snap and throwing the ball. This entire skill requires multiple smaller motor skills. Some of these include squatting, shuffling backwards and sideways, running, staying quick on your feet, and having a proper throwing motion, which has smaller motor skills within itself. Squatting needs strength in the leg muscles. It needs stability to be able to hold that position, receive the ball, and then go from squatting to shuffling. Shuffling or running or cutting requires a lot of strength and coordination and mobility in the ankles and the knees and the hips. Throwing also includes the hips and the legs, because you start with the step back, and that back leg holds all of your weight, and then while you rotate your hips, you're switching your weight onto the other foot and rotating towards the desired target, as well as pulling the arm back and being able to throw an accurate throw.
So what a proficient quarterback would look like in full motion would be something like this. Ready, set, go. So that's what a proficient quarterback would look like. So let's break down the criteria of what you need. So from the beginning, you're going to have to need your knees bent in a stable squat position. Get ready to catch the ball. Once you catch the ball, you're going to shuffle karaoke step by step back. Your non-dominant foot should be out in front. Once you see your desired target, you want to step with your non-dominant foot forward. All the weight should be on your back side of your dominant foot. From there, simultaneously, you want to shift your weight from your dominant part of your body to the front part of your body, all while keeping your arm, cocking back your dominant arm with the ball appropriately gripped. And from there, you're going to shift your weight and release the ball all at the same time, all while following through the range of motion. And that is how you will get enough velocity to make an accurate pass.
A non-proficient mover in this case would be an athlete recovering from ACL surgery. So if you think about that injury, they wouldn't really be able to do any of the 5 criteria for this movement. Someone recovering from an ACL surgery wouldn't be able to squat down because their knees are weak, their ligaments aren't completely healed, they probably have muscle atrophy, they're not used to having their center of gravity and balance the way that it needs to be, and so they're not going to be able to squat, they won't be able to shuffle or run or switch directions, they won't be able to stay on their feet and be quick because that injured leg is probably still really weak. As well as the leg being weak, they won't be able to either hold all of the weight when they're getting ready to throw, or on the follow through when the other leg has all of the weight. That will be difficult for them to do from their injury. We're assuming that this athlete is probably 8 months post-surgery, because before they can start working on any of these motor skills required for this quarterback, they need to have their basic strength back, their basic mobility, their basic stability and flexibility and balance before they can move into these more difficult skills. It's a long process to recover from ACL surgery, so we're assuming in this case that the athlete has already done these basic recovery skills and can start moving on to the more difficult ones.
So some practice that a QB can help do in post-ACL surgery is, first, we can go into shuffle drill. The shuffle drill is going to improve the QB's balance. It's going to improve the mobility. It's going to also help them keep their feet under their shoulders. So what the shuffle drill is going to look like is they're going to get right here. They're going to shuffle about 5 yards to the left or right, 5 yards to the right. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Then they're going to hip rotate and flip their body 90 degrees. Then they're going to step, aim, and throw the ball. They're going to do that about 5 times to the left, 5 times to the left, right. From there, you can also do the flat escape drill. And the flat escape drill is going to improve the QB's footwork, also while improving hip rotation and knee flexibility. So what that's going to look like is they're going to hike the ball, they're going to go about 5 to 10 yards, run back, and then they're going to flip outside of the pocket, and then they're going to run to the left or run to the right, step, aim, and throw.
We hope you learned something.